Okay, I think we're ready to go. I'm back at it again with the vids. Hello, it's Maddie, so check my flow. It's been a while since we've had a tete-a-tete, huh? I have another story to tell. Story time! But this time the story is not going to be about the silly things my friend did. She's very absent-minded, but the thing is, I'm very absent-minded as well, and sometimes I have embarrassing stories to tell, so I thought I would share this one with you. It all started one day when I was in Colorado. Out of the blue, I just popped up there. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, my family and I went to Colorado. My family and I just came back from Colorado. We just came back yesterday, and it was a 9-day trip, so that's very long. And one of the destinations on our itinerary was the Denver Aquarium. I know what you're thinking. It's just an aquarium. What's wrong with an aquarium? Oh, did you encounter an animal you didn't like? Or were you too close to a shark? Did one of the stingrays get too close? When you were touching the animals and, like those parts of the aquarium where you get to touch the starfish, did that freak you out? No, it is not that kind of story, okay? It actually has nothing to do with animals. Except from the fact that it's, it's in an aquarium that is full of animals. Okay, so we were walking into the aquarium, and you know how you walk into aquariums and you encounter all the fish that you really don't care about. You're walking in, you're seeing all these fish, and then all of a sudden, there's this chamber. Not the Chamber of Secrets, but it's a chamber, and it's very dark. It looked like a cave, really. Sometimes I tend to be very behind my family or way ahead of them because sometimes I like to take pictures, so I take forever taking pictures of videos of things on our vacations, or other times I'm very fast-paced. If I'm not interested in taking a picture, I just like to see the animals, see what's coming up next, because I think I was interested in seeing the sharks, and that's always at the end of the aquarium. So I went ahead of my family into the Chamber of Secrets, and I didn't see any animals there. You know those aquariums that just make these fake animal noises out of speakers? And you think you're gonna see an animal, but then you realize that it's just a speaker? That was the kind of room it was. But there were no animals in it. There were these 2 huge water tanks. And the surface is open, it's not closed in, and there's this big boulder in between. I don't know why. I guess they want to make it look like a jungle. There are no animals in it, so I'm thinking, what the heck is this for? Why are there tanks of water? Is this a place for kids to dip their hands in? I'm confused. And then I see this sign that says splash zone, and it literally just points in the direction of the pathway to cross the room into the next place of the aquarium. And then there's another sign that says non-splash zone. I'm looking in that direction. It's the wall. There's barely any space. There's probably like this much space. I'm not exaggerating. Splash zone, yeah, stand by the wall and hopefully you won't get splashed. So as I'm thinking and taking my time, all of a sudden I hear this rumbling. It's very low at first. Is this a fountain? Is this going to spew forth a waterfall? Am I gonna get splashed? And I realize that where I am is in the splash zone because there is no non-splash zone. The rumbling's getting louder and louder, and I just can't make up my mind. I don't know where to go. Should I flee the room? It's like 20 feet away to exit. What am I gonna do? I just look around and see if any water is gonna come forth. Apparently, there was this hole in the boulder. I didn't see the hole. It's too dark in here, man. So before I can leave, a huge amount of water, I'm talking like jets are coming out of this hole. And all this water starts flowing into the tanks, right? I'm reassured. Okay, it's just the tanks are there to hold the water, so it's a cycle. It goes back and forth. It refills the tanks. No, the water tanks weren't there to hold in all the water. The boulder started letting out all this water onto the floor, and then it was like towering over me. I saw the water projecting onto my face. There was nothing I could do, so I stood there, and it went all over me. I got wet, and I felt defeated. I felt like I hadn't conquered the system. I didn't have enough time. I wasn't ready. I didn't know. I wasn't prepared. It was kids themed, okay? So I wasn't expecting this spooky room that had jets of water pouring out onto the floor. So obviously I'm ticked off. Okay, man, there was nowhere to get out of the splash zone. There's no staff in the room telling you, oh, you might get wet by these jets, just letting you know. So I'm soaked, So I leave, I go into this part of the aquarium where there are snakes. There are tanks of snakes. I'm just observing this rattlesnake. And then I hear the timer go off and I hear these kids scream because the jets are going on again. Think about it. I'm 18. I'm an adult. Technically. And they're little kids. They'd probably be more terrified than I am. So I'm hearing these little kids scream and then some kids laugh and the parents laugh. Yeah, good job parents. Letting your kids get attacked by this waterfall. So I'm hearing the kids and I'm thinking, poor them. They'll learn their lesson though. They'll get out of there as soon as they can. So, I'm just minding my own business. And then I turn around, I look for my parents because, I was ahead. So I'm expecting them to come at a reasonable time, right? They don't. They don't come at all. I'm waiting there. I'm looking at this rattlesnake, trying to communicate to it. No, I don't talk to snakes. And my family isn't coming back. They just aren't. Minutes go by, I'm checking my phone. Still no show. And I'm wondering, what is keeping them? There are all these boring fish. Are they really looking at the fish still? I'm starting to get worried. Like, where did they go? Is there another part of the aquarium other than this chamber? Because I'm serious, I think the only way to get to the other parts of the aquarium is through that chamber. So then I think, all right, I guess I'm just gonna have to call my mom, see what's going on. She doesn't answer, it's just my luck. I don't know what else to do. I'm not gonna look at this rattlesnake forever, okay? Here I go, absentmindedly. I walk back into the chamber of doom. And I have no recollection of what just happened to me. The terrifying jump scare. That's how forgetful I am, okay? I'll forget something in an instant. I'm the person who has to write notes on their phone and have reminders and, maybe I should use sticky notes. I'm just gonna place sticky notes everywhere. Maybe that will get me to remember something. But because of my lack of memory, I walk back into the chamber of doom to find my parents and the rest of my sisters and find out what the heck they're doing that's taking so long. So here I go. The thing is, I was farther back last time, so I was just a little frightened, okay? But when I go through this time, there's barely any space where the water tank is and the boulders. So here I am, I'm walking across, and all of a sudden I hear the rumbling water, and it's too late. It's too late, I get wet again. But this time, I scream at the top of my lungs, okay? I scream so loud. All these little kids are just looking at me thinking that I'm this scared little girl, okay? That's what I am inside. I may look like a sophisticated girl, but inside I'm just a little toddler wanting to be held. Okay, what am I saying? I just can't handle jump scares. Can't do it. My heart's not ready. Starts beating fast, trust me. So my dress was very soaked for the rest of the aquarium experience. My soaked dress reminded me of how I'd let myself down and become so forgetful and let that pulsing waterfall take advantage of me. I gotta get it out of there, okay? I'm so humiliated. I'm sick of this aquarium. Sick of this weird room. Are they secretly filming people's reactions for a YouTube video? Who knows? Who knows? There could be a camera in there. It was so dark. I'm racing through the room, right? Because I'm not letting this happen again, okay? It was humiliating enough the second time. You know what? Forget my parents. Forget my family. I shall flee into Colorado. No. I'm just so furious. I'm thinking, where are they? They're not gonna come back anytime soon if they haven't by now. What are they, scared of the waterfall? Have they realized it? Are they waiting? What are they doing? It's either the fish or they're waiting for the waterfall. I'm thinking it's more likely waiting for the waterfall because, okay, come on, fish. So, once again, I wait. This time with a soaked dress and a decapitated reputation. When all of a sudden, my family comes in. The moment I escape into the rattlesnake room, and I'm thinking, where were you guys? I asked them hello, it's been over 5 minutes. That's a pretty long time. It's like being lost in the grocery and you can't find your mom. And I'm expecting them to say, oh, well, you're just very far ahead of us. Or maybe they're actually reading one of the signs about the fish, because, sometimes they're interesting. They told me that they were filming the waterfall. They were in the chamber. My family might have heard my scream. I had to tell my family because my dress was soaked. I had to tell them that I got soaked. I just didn't tell them that I screamed, okay? Because no one needs to know that. Except the internet. Well, I guess I'll find out eventually if they watch this video. They must have been on the side of the chamber and they were just standing there enjoying the waterfall and recording it because it was so cool. Oh, this looks like Jurassic Park. Let's take a video of this. Let's record it. Let's stay a while. While Madison's left on her own looking at a rattlesnake. That's a great idea. Why not? Why not? And then it churns. It rolls over in my mind. It processes that the reason I got soaked by the waterfall was because my parents were recording it. It was because my parents were at a safe distance and recording the waterfall that I was about to be doused in. You can't make this stuff up, can you? You just gotta forgive and forget. Have you ever heard that quote? Forgive and forget. Forgive your family for being interested in a lame yet ginormous waterfall, and try to forget the experience. So what do I want you to take away from this video? It isn't just a story, okay? It's a life lesson. The message is, you must beware of aquariums. You never know if there's a chamber of doom, or if there's something that's gonna pop out at you that you just don't see coming, because you never know. I mean, these days, everything is about jump scares, you know? People wanna capture on camera and say, oh, I pranked you. Please respect the children, 18-year-olds included. Respect the fact that they came for an animal experience, not a jump scare experience. All right, and with that, I hope you will take caution, ask your local aquarium enthusiast. Ask them if they have had a similar story. Read your reviews. Read your aquarium reviews. Read them, okay? 5 stars? Maybe it's safe for kids. 4 stars? 3 stars? Watch out, kids. You don't know what's in there. Oh, you're still watching. Well, thank you for watching my story. And with that humiliating confession, thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and stay gold. See ya.